Hi, fifth graders, and welcome to our fifth reading lesson online. Today, we are going to talk about another way that nonfiction can sometimes get tricky, and that is through tricky vocabulary words. Today, for our lesson, all you need is to watch this video and follow along with me, and eventually, you will need your own nonfiction book to do some work in. So let's get started on talking about some tricky vocab words. Here is an article called The Amazing Octopus that we've looked at before, written at a second grade level. And why I'm showing you this is because I want us to note how the author teaches us the vocabulary word predator, how it teaches us this new vocabulary word. If you look at this highlighted text, here's what it says. The ink makes the predator, or an animal hunting the octopus, become blind and lose its sense of smell for a little while. So the author taught the reader what a predator is by explicitly, very clearly defining it right here. A predator is an animal hunting the octopus. This is at a second grade reading level. When you read a nonfiction text at a fifth grade reading level, or maybe even a sixth grade reading level, the vocabulary words aren't as easy to figure out. Here is the same article written actually at a fourth grade reading level. So even moving up to the fourth grade, it doesn't become as clear to us. So let's read this highlighted text. The octopus has many amazing ways to defend itself from predators. When an octopus wants to move quickly to escape a predator, it can shoot water out of its siphon and push itself backwards. So here, the reader has to do some digging to figure out what a predator is. The author doesn't explicitly tell us, like in the second grade level, what a predator is. We have to read around the word to figure out its meaning. So let me teach you a quick strategy. When you are reading a nonfiction text and you're trying to figure out the meaning of unknown words, it is helpful to look around you and note, what do you picture? What's happening? Is the word positive or negative? Meaning, does it have a happy influence or maybe a bad influence on something? And what type of word is it? Is it a thing or an object? Is it an action, or is it a describing word? So a strategy when you are reading tricky nonfiction text is to look around the word, use its context clues to figure out what the word might mean. This strategy is called looking for context clues. So when you're looking for context clues to figure out a tricky vocabulary word, that means you are really looking around the word, looking at all the other words around the vocabulary word to find some sort of clue as to what it might mean. So today in reading, you are going to find the definition of some tricky vocabulary words by using your context clues. So here's your job for independent reading work today. You need to grab a nonfiction reading book, and you also need to grab a notebook and a pencil or a pen. You are going to read your nonfiction book, and if you come across any tricky vocabulary words, I want you to jot down the word in your notebook. Then I want you to use your strategy of looking around for context clues to try to figure out what that tricky vocabulary word means, and then write down what you think the definition of the vocabulary word is. So again, you're reading, and if you happen to find any tricky vocabulary words, I want you to write those tricky words down and use a strategy to figure out what the word might mean. If you have any questions, please email your teacher. Good luck and have fun reading today.